What's up, y'all? Today we're gonna be changing the chain on a dirt bike. This goes for pretty much all dirt bikes. And yeah, I'm not wearing a shirt because it is so hot here in Jersey. I would just sweat right through it. It is so humid. Oh my god. But alright, let's get to it. Alright, the first thing you want to do, start up on a stand, throw on a kickstand, whatever. Second thing you want to do is pet my dog because he's so cute. And then you want to go through your chain across, and you're looking for your master link. So the master link is what holds your chain together. This is not your master link, but it looks very similar to the rest of the chain. Mine's very easily identifiable, and the reason that I'm changing my chain is this is my master link right here, and typically there's a clip that holds your chain together. Mine, however, fell off while riding and is very dangerous. So we find our master link. Let's bring it around so it's not on the sprocket. There we go. So you find your master link, you want to punch the clip off, get a screwdriver and a hammer, pop that off, and then it slides out the back. So I'm gonna have to get a screwdriver, pop out that master link, and then I'll be able to take the chain off. All right, I got my screwdriver, flathead, the hammer. I'll pop this master link off. There we go. There's two clips that hold it on. This is the base plate, and then there's a clip that goes over this. And after they pop it out, let's get this bad boy off. So you can see there's a little groove right at the end here. That's where your clip fits in. That holds your chain together. So that's our master link. Let's take this out of here. Let's take this chain off. Make sure it's in neutral too when you do the crank sprocket, and then you can just spin it right off. So just spin, spin. This one doesn't have a lot of room between the crank sprocket and my clutch actuator. Let's do that. Spin it right off. Boop. There you go. We are chainless. I got my new chain. Just ordered a decent one off Amazon. Nothing really that special. Typically most dirt bikes are 520 by 114. That's what this bike is. Always double check. Make sure you're using the right chain, the right size, because you will have a lot of problems if you don't. But again, most dirt bikes, this dirt bike in specific, this is an RM 250, and it takes a 520 by 114. All right, so that's our new chain right there. And these are the most important parts. So this is our master link. Those are our gaskets. That's our bracket. And this is what I was missing on my old chain, was my master link. So that needs to be clipped on to the chain, and that's what holds it all together. And these two go on the inside, and then two go on the outside. So let's put it on. So we're gonna feed it through a chain guide here. Get it started. This bad boy comes through the bottom here. And same thing, the way we took it off, we're gonna put it back on. Another easy way to do it is just take the sprocket off. That's what I'll do. No, my sprocket was not loose while riding. I loosened it up prior to this, just in case I had to do this. Give yourself enough slack so you got room to work over here when you do your master link. I always like doing it on the top. There's a lot more room so you're not cramped up. There we go. See, Easy peasy, just like that. You won't fight with it, just take it off. Put it right back on so you don't lose anything. That goes on. Get it through our chain guide. A lot of these chains come pre-lubed, so your hands are going to be really slippery. This one's lubed up quite well. Okay. All right, so see how that's not close. I don't have very much slack in the chain. What you're gonna want to do, come back here. You want to move your tire up so you have a lot more slack, and then you pull it back. So we have to loosen those up and then slide our tire forward, and that we'll be able to put the chain on, and then from there we can adjust the tension and adjust our slack and do everything else that we need to do. All right, so these are our wheel alignment bolts here. So what these do is adjust the forward and backward motion of the tension on the chain. So some bikes is different. Some bikes are on the side here. This is an older bike. This is actually 1982. This is actually a pretty cool vintage bike. So what we gotta do is loosen these bad boys up, and I'm gonna show you at the end how to set them back, because they have to be even, otherwise your tire is going to be like this, and nobody wants that. So I'll just loosen these bad boys up. Mine are size 12, most Japanese bikes are. And then we loosen them up. Take our trusty rubber mallet. Give it a couple whacks up. Slide her up. You can even hit it on the bolts. Get her up there. Like that. We'll see how close we are. A little bit closer. We gotta go a little more. Loosen them up. All right, there we go. So we slid our tire forward enough. We already got our master link in. And now we just got to put our master clip on, and we're good to go. So if you notice, it came with these little rubber bushings. So 2 go on the inside, and then you can kind of see from here. So 2 on the inside there, and then 2 on the outside. We got these here. I'll slide that through. Position my camera correctly. It's hard doing this by yourself. Slide one through there, the other end of our chain, through there, oop, boom, and the other 2 right on the outside, just like that. Okay, so we got this on here. Now remember, you see these little indentations. This has to go in, so that master clip will fit in there, inside there. All right, now comes the fun part, putting your master link clip on. So you see there's an open side, C side, and then this side is actually bigger. So you put it on this one first, and then you're gonna take a screwdriver and a hammer, pop it sideways, and it'll clip right on. And there you go. So just squeeze it tight so those little channels show up. Put it on, put this over this, put this open C next to that, push it in, get it on that little channel there, and just take a screwdriver and boom, pop it right over, and there you go. But now, look at this, blah, 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 trash. You will not be able to ride like that. So what we need to do is go back to our chain adjustments, right here, our wheel adjustment, and we got to figure out what's a good sag. I like to keep it at, like, from what I did last time, it was like a little under 1 inch, like 7/8, and that's the distance from the bolt here to the end of the from the nut here to the end of the bolt. Excuse me. So yeah, let's set that. All right, so there's an old saying that says a loose chain is a happy chain and a tight belt is a happy belt. You do not want a tight chain. So you want a good amount of play, because when your suspension compresses, it's going to put more tension on your chain. So that's what we need to compensate, and that's what sag is for. And pretty much that's an entirely another video. But basically we're going to just get ourselves a rough set, and then after that, then you can set your sag. So a really good rule is about 3 fingers from underneath. You know, it probably could be a little looser, but the real important thing, and you can adjust your chain as you go along, you can find what's tight and what's good for you, but the real main important thing is making sure your real wheel is straight, because if this is back more and this is forward more, your wheel's going to be this way or this way. Very dangerous, chain pops off. You know, safety is always the #1 priority, no matter what you're doing on a motorcycle. So what we're going to do is take a tape measure, measure from the end of the nut to the end of the bolt. What we got there, and a little about a 1/2 inch. See what we got over here. Let me switch hands here. We got a little more. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to loosen up the other side and make them even. All right, so we got our chain adjustment bolts evened out. They're at the same measurement, and that's how you replace your chain. It's really not that hard. I think this whole thing took me maybe about 30 minutes. All right.